Talk with Epistle David.
Politics is a game. It is a game because you expect it to win and to lose. Because you, at the end of it, you are blaming Tango Doi, but Tango Doi cannot be everywhere.
Hosting one of the seasoned politicians, the Mbale region. My friend, actually I call him my father. He has seen me grow, he has seen me go through a lot, and he gave me my first job and he's been supporting throughout the time. He's also a director of a school that I always talk about, CRIM, Nursery and Primary School. For people watching us and you have a daughter, a son from baby class to P7, kindly, if you want your baby to be nurtured in the right way, proper way, given the right education, syllabus and teaching practices and everything, the only place you can take your daughter or guy or child or baby is CRIM Nursery and Primary School. It has the best teachers, the good director over here, so you don't need to ask any question. Your work is to thank me later as soon as your baby goes, which is there. They have a good van that picks your baby from anywhere around Mbale City. Am I right?
You're right.
Yeah, anywhere around Mbale City. Just take your baby there. We're located at Marare, just after the forest. You get us there. The best teachers are in that school. Please trust us with the baby. You will thank us later. So I want to bring you on board, sir. You're welcome. And before we continue, please want to greet the people that are watching us.
Yeah, thank you so much, David. My name is Robert Mukamba. I am a director of CRIM Nursery and Primary School. I'm a teacher, and like you said, you've given me a name, seasonal politician. But I do some politics once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah, once
Okay.
in a while, because I am not currently not holding any political position, so that's why I say.
Because you didn't go through at that point in time. That's why you.
Yes.
That's why you're not there.
That's where I ceased to be an active politician.
Okay.
Yes, so I do politics now that the season has come. I think we are yet warming up for the race.
Wow, thank you. So why I called you here today is, NRM is just from holding very serious primaries, and I want to pick your thoughts on everything from the word go of the NRM politics, and I want you to give me your thoughts on what do you make of the NRM primary elections.
Well, I first of all want to appreciate that NRM has grown and it has many candidates. There is some good competition. Many people would wish to, of course, to get the so-called flag to represent.
This is just the so-called flag.
Yeah, to represent, to use it for the final election. Yes, the process has been going on and it's still going on. As I speak today, we are electing the mayors and the division mayors. So people are seriously looking for votes. It started well with the register, the mapping, and so on. I don't have any problem in it. I don't know where exactly do you want me to pick up.
I want you to look at the real election thing. First of all, I saw the SEC. There's some people complaining of being denied access to to Chadondo to pick nomination forms for presidency. What do you make of that? Before I get back to now the parliamentarians.
I don't know. Maybe in politics there is what we would call maybe looking for a political capital, something like that. But definitely, any serious competitor sees it would be a little bit challenging for one to seriously think you can come and challenge the president.
Is that his place forever? Was it reinforced for him as him? Is he the only person in NRM?
Yeah. At one time, in politics, once a thought generates and is suppressed, of course, we get a new wave that we feel. So, to ask whether has it been reinforced, I would ask you, maybe you were young, but you see Mbabazi came up and having been named as a super minister and somebody who was a prime minister, served in all positions. I think he wished that the next level he would serve. Now the remaining one was for presidency. And if you really know the politics that rotated around, that's where the issue of solo candidature came. And I have no problem with it because now that is the new trend. So any person who comes, I think and who is picking the nomination. So being denied, that was just automatically you would know that it's just a wastage of time. Nobody would, I think, be competitive to challenge the president. Maybe his son, but even
What do you make of his son?
Yeah, because he has also been groomed for that particular position.
Are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I think, or that's what I see. That's what my brain tells me. So these others, I think it was right to deny them because it was just a wastage of time. Yeah.
So you believe they don't have any capacity to hold that position?
Maybe that one you will ask me the next time you call me for the capacity, capability.
Yeah,
But
because
for now, I think the question I would answer that it was just a wastage of time for somebody to pick nomination.
I want to get down to Anita among with Rebecca Kadaga's fight. What do you make of that fight? It's serious. It's shaking off the whole NRM, the whole MPs. It's shaking off the whole Busoga. People are camping. Team Molamu, Team Mama, Team Molamu. Is it not going to destroy the whole NRM? Well, the whole Busoga region?
I don't think. First of all, if you have been following the trend that wherever somebody grows to a certain point, in fact, I would think Anita and Kadaga are just what is disturbing is growth mentality, wanting to extend more and more. Not actually, but somebody says that power corrupts. Power corrupts because they are just struggling for power. And when you look at Kadaga, my senior Kadaga, I think she has also served, and it would be the time where we feel that she would retire. But at the same time, when you look at Anita Among, I would also say now, you're a speaker, and what are the extra privileges that you feel representing the party at national level? I mean, in Eastern, you still have a term to serve as a prime minister. So the two, I feel, I wouldn't just give my personal whatever, but I think it is something that
isn't that
maybe
great?
Not. I don't think it may. I don't know who terms it in which perception. It may be greed, something like that. It may be sometimes not. These people are not actually looking for money. That's what I think. But I say the power corrupts, and wanting to place yourself in a position that I think I should be next to a kingmaker, something like that.
Okay.
That's
So,
what I would feel.
I mean, she said that NRM, I think NRM said, or they reinforced that second vice chairperson role to the sitting speaker. And Madam, Right Honorable Anita said that then that Madam Rebecca was in that role when she was a sitting speaker. So now that's why that she has to leave for her because she's now the sitting speaker. Do you think that is right? Do we need to keep reinforcing people positions, or we
I,
should let
I,
democracy rule over?
I don't want to appear as if I am a campaigning agent for Kadaga, but I wish it. But I think it's not true. It's not true that
Reinforcing places.
it is reinforced. But I think it was that when Kadaga was serving as a speaker, she was privileged to have that as a position because, of course, the constitution is there. I don't think there is any NRM article that says this should be to us and so on. But I think Anita feels that if Kadaga got these privileges when he was sitting and these are the positions she served, I think she's also right to assume. And even also sometimes in politics, you sometimes try to test the depth of the water. How Ozito water, how heavy are you by trying now to a little bit try to push yourself
So if
and
so,
make the judgment.
do you feel like Anita is trying to test deep waters of the NRM, or maybe her?
Yeah, she's right. She's right in her own perception, but I would just think that when you come to the Schumann point of view, I think she would say, now, if I am a sitting speaker, and why can't I try to represent the whole Eastern and so on? Because the constituency is no longer enough. You know, to gauge that you're powerful sometimes,
Yes, sir.
because you see, you are voted by just one constituency, and you reach there, you become a speaker of the whole country. And when you look at our structure of government, so you are the third person
Yeah, in the
in the
country.
whole country. But who gives you this power? It's just a constituency. So sometimes it's better to say,
Let
let
me
me
try.
expand and try to cover
The whole country, the whole country.
or the whole country, so that I can be on the different forums. Maybe that is.
All right. So I want to bring down to what exactly I wanted us to talk about the NRM primary parliamentary primary elections. I want us to, what do you make of Sechkubo in Zimbabwe? There was a lot of, I saw guns coming out, people fighting, Sechkubo and the general exchanging words before the head of elections in that area, and exchanging. They say you always kafanya kitu yoyote, you won't do anything. If you kill me, you, then the guy was like, I won't kill you, but you're going to you're going to feel me. What do you make of that? That was real extreme.
It is not extreme. It is
Someone teasing someone's life, not extreme.
it is not extreme. Somebody says that if the two elephants are fighting, the grass will suffer. But now for these cases, they are not. We are not looking at the grass, but you expect that the voice that comes from the battle of the elephants is not compared to when insects are fighting. So Sekikuba built an empire, and this one has also an historical from. So you expect that, and actually it is a battle who is who. Who is who. So you expect all those. Whenever something becomes so much competitive, those threats will come up, and sometimes even it spills over to the electorates. That's where you see killings, because sometimes people have that intense and so on. So we expected that, because General Rashande at that age to make up his mind
He
to
looks
come
to be too
for
old.
for a constituency. I believe there were very many consultations that were made, and he was conquer sure that is the right person to take over or to stand in to defeat Sechikubo. And Sechikubo, on the other hand, having served for all that long
20 years of 20 years, 25 years.
yes, and having gone through a number of battles, so I believe he had built also himself a people whatever the strategic fight, and he was sure that he can.
I want to get down to Mbale, here where we are. That's very far here where we are. Big Sister was declared, I can say, with over 70% win rate of compared to all the other participants who were in the elections. She beat her with 52,000, then the other got 14,000. And then the person who was beaten with that over 40,000 votes range has gone to petition the NRM SEC. She's gone to the Electoral Commission to petition that there was rigging. But I see there is a very big margin, and I believe Mama Big Sister won genuinely. What do you make of this election of Big Sister?
You are using two words at the same time, so I failed to respond on which one. Are you trying to say the big margin makes it genuine, or you are trying to say that because he was one, because it is a big margin, so there should be no complaint? So the two are different. Well, I want to thank the electorates who participated in that elections, and I want to thank God that it was successful because there were no people losing lives and so on. And all people who participated, I want to thank them so much. One of the things that we have to understand that for somebody to come and contest, he sacrifices, and I thank him, because you cannot just come and say I want to be even on LC1. You have to sacrifice, because you're going to sacrifice time, plan, money, and so on, so that you put there a competitive fight. Then besides that, politics is a game. It is a game because you expect it to win and to lose.
But why is it that when somebody has lost, there is a lot of energy invested in after losing? No, I can say over 70% of NRM people across the country have not considered defeat. What is the problem? Is election a do or die thing?
Is the election a do or die thing?
Yeah,
you would ask me. You know me, I'm a teacher. You would ask, should the election be a do or die thing? That one I can answer in my own opinion.
Please go ahead.
It shouldn't be a do or die thing.
But then why is the problem? What's the problem?
Now the problem is people have turned it to be a do or die thing. That one.
If I don't win, I don't win. Yes. I must win.
Yes. I want, first of all, I was trying to say that the big margin sometimes may not deter somebody to raise some few complaints. Given the example that of recent, we have just had an election where that is Kawempe. Is it Kawempe North?
Yes, Kawempe North.
Where we saw Nambi and
Nalukola. Yes.
Where Nalukola won with a very big margin. But of course, Nambi had some complaints, and when he took to the courts of law, they nullified the election of Nalukola. The issue is that this exercise should be free and fair. So in case there is any unfairness, then it is upon the person whom the unfairness was exhibited to complain. And I think complaint is very, very okay. It
It's
is the
allowed.
only healthy thing, because don't fight, don't kill each other, but raise your complaint. Raise your complaint. So for Mbale as such, I so happened to support
You had a candidate.
the Hajat. Hajat came to me and he asked for my support. It took her 6 months to convince me, because I had told her point blank that I may not wish to get involved into that. But you see, as politicians, sometimes you don't know where the blood changes from nowhere. Some people say that maybe there is a spirit that can just come in and
Strikes you.
we are just like football fans and so on. So I found myself getting energized to
join
sell her candidature.
Join the campaign.
Yes, and we really now I want to speak at this point
As a fan?
as a person who was on the other side. Yes. So one, my candidate registered some complaint because when the voting by law, when the registrar, after counting of the votes, must declare, and people will hear that candidate so and so has got this and this and this. So it was unfortunate that where the other candidate got 11, again when by the time we reached the tally center, the 11 had turned out to be 611.
Do you have proof for this you're talking about?
Of course, that is it. Where I got 21, it had turned out to be 721. Where
so they kept on adding one figure at the front of the figure they had gotten.
Those are just cases. In some other areas where she filled even the the polling agents, she got 0-0. And when of course a follow-up was made, I said no, the agents were scared, were bribed, and they had to just leave. Then in other areas, it was reported that since the voter turn-up was low and that day it rained a bit, so these registrars and some other people just decided to write these votes. So if you
writing votes,
yes, just writing and say now
on
this one we are giving you this one giving you this one.
Where is that? Which place was that? You want
there
to give us
many.
Where is that exactly?
There are many.
Give us the place.
First complain. Let me first give you all.
Because now
in some other areas where the villages are near, same people who voted here, they moved to this other area, they moved from the other area. When you watch the complaints lodged, evidences from the coordinators were showing, for example, in Doko, because you want examples.
Doko, yes.
That is what was reported. And when it comes to, for example, I originate from Wangito and Chibiniko. These are two villages, two separate cells, but they are in the same village. Area. So you realize that in one cell, in one polling station, where the polling agent insisted the voter turn up, there were only 51 people who turned up in the very village, and this one got 28, this one got, another one got, I think 15, and the other one 7, something like that. Then when you skip, just like these flowers, the next whatever, yes, the results came that one candidate has gotten 270, another one has gotten 380. So you realize these people were just what? Writing. And that's what gives that very big margin. Besides that, you have not been following up with the politics. The 14,000, that one, that the voter turnout is too big that even the president has never gotten it. And I don't think, do you live in heaven? But if you live in Mbale, okay, you should just get this.
Brother got 53,000 the last election here. They got 53,000 in Mbale here. I remember.
Let me tell you that the voter turn-up on that day was too low. Okay, even now voting is taking place. You realize that on the polling station, people have turned up like 100, and that is actually the fairness, because some good, you see, I think if you are a data analysis, you can look at those results that you can get 5 polling stations in the same parish. Okay,
area.
Yes, maybe they are in the same, maybe let's say this ward, it has maybe around, I would say maybe 20 cells. Then you get 8 cells when are having genuine results. If the voter turnout is 100, is 120, then just the neighbor, is that clear? The voter turnout is 1,000.
1,000 people.
So everybody in the register. So you just realize that there was somewhere, somehow, a problem, which actually, these problems, we don't talk them, we don't bring them out for purposes of smearing whatever that and so on. But we bring in issues that the next elections should be a little bit fair. So some of those irregularities should be a little bit brought up and ironed out, so that we have a clean election.
Wow. So meaning your candidate is in Kampala. The petition.
I've not said that. I did not come here for an interview
because all candidates who have issues, because almost the whole country people have issues, and they're all in Kampala over there. Is your candidate in Kampala with a petition that Tangodoi, I have these issues and they are laid down here, please nullify the election of big sister in Mbale? You see that in Kampala?
When the irregularities were registered, my candidate made a press conference and he said she is consulting, and after she is done with her consultation, she will have the position to do what? To pronounce. So I may not be here and testify the steps they are taking, because she has not given me that mandate. So I only report things that are within my
reach.
So I cannot stretch that. But what I know,
that flag.
Yes, what I know, she registered her unfairness, and she said she's in her consultation. I think soon she will have a pronouncement.
I want to ask you, I want to put you on spot. Do you believe that your candidate surely went through this election? Did she win this election? I want you to tell us that Dr. Wasagali won the election of Mbale municipal of Mbale city.
I want to speak this, that the scientists, if you go to the lab, they will test whether you have malaria or you don't have malaria. If the parasites are there that bring malaria, definitely they will declare you as a person. So there are 2 scenarios. You are asking me, do you think your candidate genuinely won this election? Now, given the fact that there is no any registered complaint that the votes she has were not altered in any way, I feel she's genuine. I feel
she genuinely won the election.
Yes, because at every polling station, she got
what
those,
she got. The very votes,
and they are genuine. So the other one who even
votes,
the clouds can see that these ones are not altered. Genuine. Now you want me to declare who has a winner, really? You want me to declare who has a winner? Because she has collected declaration forms, and there is nobody is refuting, not even on one polling station, that here there were some alternation and so on. So who do you want me to believe for that sake?
Your candidate won the election.
The responsibility of declaring somebody who has won or has not won, it's not me. It is the EC
of NRM.
But I am saying that my candidate,
looking at what you're saying,
my candidate presented the genuine votes that she got. Now the one declared, the votes she declared, we have some issues in them, and these issues do not require you to use a microscope to see them. You can really see that if you are having a number of your declaration forms having 600, by the way, this is not a one 600. Do you know where a 600 line can stretch of elders? 600. Do you know that the 600 line can stand from here
Up to the
up to where?
I can say up to the clock tower.
Yes, 600. 600. Don't joke, my brother.
But they can line in those many lines. Can make one for big sister, and they can
which I didn't see. Okay, because the 600
you're taking the things personal.
Good enough. You come from Namatala.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you are still staying in Namatala.
I stay in London.
And you know properly that those are recorded time. Those are record whatever. That a line, if you ask another person, because you are looking for, you want to prove, or you want to get information. But if you are genuinely want, if something is burning you, then you can go on the ground and say, this 600 line, where did the person who is standing with the poster, where did this line end? Where did this? Because it is a historical line, and it's not only one or two. Is that clear? They are over 700. They are over 15. Of sales with 600, 700. So those ones, it will be on the recorded time, because sometimes we have to use the past. Is that clear? To predict the future and so on, recorded time. According to the EC analysis, yes.
It's only Kampala that had the low voter turnout. The all other districts and cities, people came to vote, and they voted genuinely, and there were so many. And I remember those guys saying that they had about 19,000 people voting in this last election of the NRM. So where do you get the audacity to say that people in Mbale did not turn up to vote in that big number?
I did not say people in Mbale did not come to vote. I said there was a low voter turn up.
Only Kampala. The rest people came.
Okay, now I want you to understand the reporting, because if you ask me questions as if you are staying in Nairobi, you stay in Mbale, and I expect you to ask me questions when you are well versed with what happened that day, much as you are not here. You know that in Mbale it rained a bit.
Yeah.
That one a little bit scared.
The voters.
Disrupted. Point two, you know that Mbale is a pre-urban area. This is a city.
Yeah, yes, it is.
So I don't know, when they say only Kampala, you should know that somebody will give a statement, but of course that statement may have some other, the percentage and so on. You know that this is a pre-urban place, and the voting was on Thursday where working. And as I speak now, even there is some voting that is taking place. So you would make a roundup to a little bit be informed. Then when you and the voter turn up, if somebody say only in Kampala, much as people turned up for vote, it does not dispute the complaints that we are a little bit. So if you read in a statement in the press that only Kampala, should we say that there were no voter irregularities in Kapchora?
They were there.
Yes, but is Kapchora existing in Kampala?
No.
Yes. So those are some punches. So those punches must be ironed out. Yes.
I am hosting Director Krim, but also a campaigning agent of Dr. Wasagali, and he's making his views known to the world that despite us having a winner of another elections in Big Sister, they have tabled their complaints, and through their candidate, they hope they can hear from the NRM what next. I hope she's going to come back as independent.
She's still making consultations, and I want to make the viewers understand me that lodging a complaint does not necessarily mean you are hating a candidate, and does not necessarily mean that this candidate is actually bad. And the sum of these mistakes made during the electoral exercise may not necessarily have any hand with the candidate, if at all that's the case. But the fact of the matter that my candidate complained, and I feel those complaints were genuine. I feel the complaints were genuine because they don't need a scientific study to know that hardly will you see a cell
600 votes,
600, 700, 550. That one makes people doubt the exercise. That's one. Then the other issue that I want to bring to the people's attention. During the exercise, there is a way Mbale is losing track. Because if you're a candidate, you will see very many registrars coming to you. And even a little bit spreading lies that so and so has met us. So you are also supposed to meet us. Is that clear? So and so has met us, and you are also supposed to what? To meet us.
Excuse me.
That
so
one.
Can I ask you? So you mean the registers of NRM came and told the candidate
They
should meet them because somebody met them?
I am trying to give you, because you've called me here to give you the deeper thoughts.
Okay.
According to analysis.
Yes, sir.
I am telling you that is the trend, which is not so good. The idea of trying to meet this ratio, because if there is anything of writing, there is anything where people just sit and discuss and say how many should we give this one, that one is engineered mostly by those people who are supposed to conduct this exercise, and that's what in most cases they do. They, during the time of this exercise, you see them if they meet one candidate, you see them even desiring to expand to go to other one. So which is a little bit challenging. It makes the exercise very, very costly. Very, very costly. And my other thing I want to speak.
Yes, sir.
That we should always learn from the past. Issues that have not been right. So I feel that come 2031, is that clear? Since the NRM is getting mass support, then it should put some time to make sure that it works on the electoral process, because it should expand the budget. It should make sure that at least something is done, because almost people who are participating in this NRM election are almost equivalent